What if tomorrow every disease vanished? What if cancer, dementia, and even the common cold were nothing but memories today? We explore what would happen if humanity could cure everything. It begins with a single headline. A ripple of hope that becomes a tidal wave. The cure, they call it, a universal treatment. A marvel of bioengineering that rewrites our very definition of life. Imagine the scenes, hospitals emptying out, not in defeat, but in triumph. Tears of joy stream down the faces of families once torn apart by illness. A child who was told she had weeks to live now runs laughing in a sun-drenched park. An elderly man, his mind once clouded by Alzheimer's, now holds his wife's hand, his memories restored, his eyes clear and full of love. For a time, it's paradise. The global economy soars as a healthy workforce reaches unprecedented productivity. The immense resources once dedicated to fighting disease are now funneled into art, exploration, and solving humanity's other great challenges. We build taller cities, venture deeper into space, and unlock secrets of the universe we never dreamed possible. The specter of death from disease, a fear that has haunted us since the dawn of time, is gone. We feel invincible, but every utopia casts a long shadow. The first signs appear subtly. With no natural check on population, our cities begin to swell. Resources, once abundant, start to thin. The average lifespan stretches past 100, then 150, then beyond. What was once a blessing becomes a burden. Generations stack upon generations, competing for space, for food, for purpose. The jubilant celebrations give way to quiet anxieties. The social fabric begins to fray. Retirement becomes a relic of a bygone era. People work for centuries, not out of passion, but necessity. The young, brimming with new ideas, find no room to grow, their ambitions stifled by an older, established world that never steps aside. Innovation stagnates. Society becomes a museum, perfectly preserved but frozen in time. A new kind of despair sets in, not from the fear of dying, but from the terror of living forever in a world without change, without progress. Then comes the most profound crisis of all, the crisis of meaning. Our struggles, our pain, our mortality, they shaped us. They gave us empathy, forged our resilience, and gave our brief time on this earth its precious, fleeting beauty. Without the threat of illness, do we lose our compassion? Without the race against time, does our ambition wither? In a world without suffering, we start to wonder if we've cured not just our diseases, but our very humanity. Accidents, once tragic, become the only escape. Some start to see injury not as a misfortune, but as a release, a rare taste of the fragility we once knew. A new and dangerous underground emerges, people seeking out risks just to feel something, anything, other than the crushing weight of endless, perfect health. The cure that promised to save us has trapped us in a gilded cage. We have conquered death by disease, only to find ourselves imprisoned by life itself. We stand at a crossroads in this new world. We have everything we ever wished for: a life without sickness, a world without biological decay. But the cost was steeper than we could ever have imagined. We traded our vulnerability for a sterile eternity. We eliminated physical pain, but in doing so, we opened a void in our souls, a silent, aching question that echoes in the endless expanse of our new lives. If pain disappears, do we lose a part of what makes us human? In that world, a world without the struggle that defines us, what would you choose? What is the true meaning of a well-lived life? Thank you for watching. If this story made you think, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next journey into the unknown.